Watching the show? Show your support by using the hashtag support ROTTMNT. Tell Nickelodeon we don't want them on Nicktoons Network. We want them on the main network. Show your support for the show as well. As you guys know, I still have a job to do, and that's recording reviews of this show. If you haven't been watching it, you should. I'm MegamanNG, and I welcome you guys to another Rise of the TMNT episode review. There are only going to be 3 reviews today because one of them is a big one, a 30-minute episode, and one I'm looking forward to watching. Today we're going to be talking about episode 10A, Fist of Furry. And for anybody asked, this is the title's a nod to the Bruce Lee film Fist of Fury. So, just letting you know. I'll provide a summary as well as some of the main points. Let's get started. Splinter is trying to talk to his sons in regards to his Lou Jitsu dojos. An inspection is underway, and April comes along for the ride. However, the dojos have been taken over by someone named Kristoph von Bradford. This gets Splinter really peeved. They do find the only dojo remaining, and the students are not well trained. Now it's a fight to save what remains. School versus school. Can Splinter restore honor to his dojo, or will Kristoph wipe away what remains of Lou Jitsu? Yeah, that's pretty much the whole gist of the plot. But yeah, a new episode came out, I believe it was on Friday. So new episode, new review. There are only 3 reviews. 2 of them are short, 1 are long, and there's a reason for it. This episode is an April and Splinter focused one. In this, Splinter wishes to restore the honor of his dojo, and he must defend it against Kristoph and his Komodo Dragons. This episode confirms that Splinter, aka Lou Jitsu, has dojos all over New York. And it's also kind of a nod to the Mirage comics, where before he was killed off by the Shredder, Hamato Yoshi had a Foot Clan dojo, like a martial arts dojo, to train his students. I have to wonder what happened to it after his passing. But to say that April has her work cut out for her is an understatement. You guys know that I've been enjoying this series a lot, especially this incarnation of April. We know she's good, and this episode proves it. Well, there have been many instances, and it's just that awesome. We know she's skilled in martial arts, but she's also a strong adept in self-defense. As far as the Komodo Dragons are concerned, they're just nothing but bullies. They're the very definition of unfair bullies. And their leader, Kristoph von Bradford, is a massive bully. But he ends up becoming nothing but a whiny baby upon losing. And it shows, because in the end he relies on said dragon to become a monster. Also, I should mention that this is also the debut of Kristoph, and he's voiced by Peter Stormare. His students are all voiced by Jill Talley, except for one named Jake, who's portrayed by Jacob Houston. It's a pretty good for what it's worth, especially Peter Stormare's performance as Kristoph, because he really captures the feel of a bully martial art. I feel it reminds me of this Cobra Kai, I think? Like in the Karate Kid movies, I think? I could be wrong, but if anyone knows, just feel free to tell me. Not only that, like I said, he's a cheater, because he had to rely on a dragon to mutate his student, and then mutate himself into a monster. Not good at all. I will say that April and Splinter are at their A game, and the highlight for me was them using the 7 deadly vipers to take them down. It would have been really awesome had it not been for the fact that it was a blackout. But to be fair, it's kind of better that way because the 7 deadly vipers is a secret technique that only very few know. I'm reminded of the 7 steps from, I believe, G.I. Joe Resolute. Except we actually did see it happen thanks to Snake Eyes. But in here, my guess even a series like this has its fair share of secrets. Overall, the episode is really solid. And since we just got our hands on another April and Splinter episode, it's well done. The animation is still solid, the action's intense, and I really did enjoy it big time. I did enjoy also the montage that April and Splinter had in training to prepare for the big fight that followed. It was pretty good. My rating for this is an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really good episode, and considering that I hope that this series continues to be consistent, I hope we get more episodes like this down the line, because it doesn't always have to be involved in the Turtles. I like it when a show focuses on other characters, and that's what makes it worth it. You guys have also been wondering why reviews have been a bit sporadic as of late. Well, you guys know that Nickelodeon has already shuffled off the show to Nicktoons Network. But what I am going to say is that I finally now know the reason why. And let's just say that it's not pretty. It turns out the new people in charge kind of saw the show and seeing that it was not doing well in terms of ratings as well as merchandising, they shuffled it off onto Nicktoons Network after, I believe, sometime during the middle of the first season. When clearly it should not. It shouldn't have happened. I still hate that Nickelodeon has these dumb, idiotic guidelines that it has to be SpongeBob levels of ratings in order for it to flourish, when it really shouldn't. And I could go on and on about it, but doing that would make me feel really upset and really peeved. So I will save that for probably sometime later. What I will say is that if you haven't been watching the show, please do whatever you can to support it. Watch the show online. Buy it via Amazon, iTunes, YouTube, you name it. We need to tell Nickelodeon that this show needs to be treated with respect. And this show is amazing. The problem is that management doesn't seem to get it, especially the current state of management. Like I said, use the hashtag support ROTTMNT to show them, to tell them that we want it on the main network and not on the Nicktoons network. That's going to be it for this review. Sorry, I'm choking. Give me a sec. Anyway, yeah, apologies. Kind of choked a bit, but anyway, I really did enjoy the episode, and if you did enjoy this review, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I can't stress it enough. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Another review is coming tomorrow, so see you then. Cowabunga!
Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, using the house shells. Rising up against evil in the city green. Rappers ready for a fight, Leo's making a scene. Mikey's got mad skills, Johnny rocks machine. With each other they discover their destiny and rise. Cowabunga, rise up.